Right. So in this video, we'll discuss the conversion of class of companies. Okay. So class of companies conversion in the sense two ways you can convert. One is a private company can be converted to public company, or public company can be converted to private company. Private company can be converted to public company, or public company can be converted to private company. So these are the two possible classes of conversions. Now we'll discuss the documents, which documents to be altered. So first we'll start with the documents. So which documents need to be altered? Which documents needs to be altered? Which documents to be altered? So two documents has to be altered. In case of private to public and public to private, two documents are altered. What is the two documents? MOA is altered as well as AOA is altered. MOA, AOA. Two documents are altered. Even in case of public to private also, two documents are altered. MOA is altered as well as AOA is altered. Okay, right. So how those documents are altered? How those documents are altered? So these two documents to be altered in case of conversion of companies. How those documents are to be altered? So first way is that the word private, okay, private to be deleted from the name. Private to be deleted from the name clause of MOA. The word private to be deleted from the name clause of MOA. Next, section 2 clause 68 conditions to be deleted. Section 2 clause 68 conditions to be deleted. The word private is deleted in the name clause of MOA. Section 2 clause 68 to be deleted in the articles of association. So this will be there in the MOA and this will be in the AOA. So therefore both are altered. Both are altered. So MOA is altered as well as AOA is altered. Now, in case of a public to private, in case of a public to private, the word private is inserted. The word private is inserted, quite opposite. Okay, and next section 2 clause 68 inserted. Section 2 clause 68 inserted. So both are in the MOA and AOA. So this will be in the AOA. This will be in MOA and this will be AOA. So here we are deleting and here we are reading. Okay, so what are these three conditions? What are the three conditions given in section 2 clause 68? One is restriction on transfer of shares. First one is a restriction on transfer. Restriction on transfer. Next, maximum number 200, maximum members 200 other than employees. Maximum number 200 other than employees. Maximum number of members 200 other than employees. Next, no public offer, no public invitation. No public invitation. So we should not invite public to purchase the shares or debentures of a company. Okay, so these are the three conditions to be given in the these are the three conditions specified in section 2 clause 68. When I am moving from private to public company, so I have to delete those restrictions. Till now my company is a private company, therefore I have to maintain those three conditions in my articles of association. Now I am moving from private to public, so therefore I can exclude those conditions. Public company to private, I have to insert those conditions. Therefore, public to private, which documents are altered? Memorandum articles in both the cases, and how they are altered by way of insertion and by way of deletion. Next, what type of resolutions are required? So what type of resolution is required? In both the cases, we need a special resolution. What type of resolutions are required? In both the cases, we need a special resolution. We need a special resolution. We need a special resolution. So here also we need special resolution. Here also we need a special resolution. Okay, so in both the cases, memorandum and article, section 13 also deals with special resolution and section 14 also deals with special resolution. Okay, so MOA section 13 alteration, AOA section 14. MOA alteration section 13, AOA alteration section 14. Both sections require passing special resolution. Both sections require passing a special resolution. So these are the type of the resolutions. Next, any other approvals to be obtained after passing this resolutions? Any other approvals to be obtained? Here ROC approval is obtained. So here private to public, no approvals. Private to public, no further approvals. Private to public, no further approvals. Private to public, no further approvals. So public to private, central government approval is required. Central government approval is required. Public to private, central government approval is required. So private to public, no further approval. Private to public, no approval. Public to private, central government approval will be required. Next, after getting this approval, what is the scenario? Next, we have to file the documents with ROC. we have to file the documents with ROC. Filing. Filing with ROC within 15 days. Common point, within 15 days of passing special resolution. Within 15 days of, we here also within 15 days. So within 15 days, we have to pass a special resolution. Okay. So here, effective date, this is the filing date and effective date. So from which date the alteration is effective. So from which date the alteration is effective. So in case of a public to private, alteration is effective. So conversion is effective from the date of alteration. Conversion is effective from the date of alteration. Conversion is effective from the date of alteration. Okay, conversion is effective from the date of central government approval. Conversion is effective only if central government is approved. Only if central government is approved. Okay, central government approves the conversion. Only if central government approves. Okay, so here conversion is effective from the date of alteration. Here we have to take the approval of the central government. So this is the overview of the procedure for conversion of companies. Common points are there. Hardly one difference. That is, one difference is the central government approval. Apart from that, the rest of the provision is same. Two documents are altered. Memorandum and articles are altered. How they are altered? If it is moving from private to public, those words private is deleted in the name clause of MOA. Section 2 clause 68 conditions are deleted in the articles. Public to private also same, but we have to insert. So resolution in both the cases, special resolution. Any other further approvals to be obtained? So private to public, no further approvals. Public to private, central government approval is required. Sir, why public to private, central government approval? Why not central government approval for private to public? Common sense, very simple logic. Private companies less restrictions. Public company will have more restrictions. When a company is voluntarily moving from less restrictions to more restrictions, government will not question. But public companies having more restrictions, private companies having less restrictions. When you are moving from more restrictions to less restrictions, till now you are complying with the stringent requirements of a public company. Suddenly you want to move out of those stringent requirements and to become a private company. There arises some suspicion to the government. What is wrong? Is there anything wrong in the company that till now the company is willing to comply with the stringent provisions of a public company? Suddenly the company wants to move out of the stringent provisions and to claim the relaxations given to a private company. Is there anything wrong in the company? It's not that all public companies conversions are involving fraud. No, some suspicion will be raised. There may be some suspicion. That is the reason central government wants to involve, not the tribunal. Earlier it was the tribunal. Now in the amendment they made, it is a central government, not the tribunal. So therefore, private company less restrictions, public company more restrictions. So private company to public company less restrictions to more restrictions. Public company more restrictions, private company less restrictions. When you are moving from more restrictions to less restrictions, people will not question. People will question. Okay, it's like going from home to college, no permission, but moving from college to home, more permission is required. Because home we have less restrictions, college we have more restrictions. When I'm moving from home to college, may not be permission, may not be required. But when I'm moving from college to home, permission is required. Because college is more restrictions, I'm going to home by avoiding that restriction. Therefore, I have to take the principal's approval like that. Therefore, when a company is moving from less restrictions to more restrictions, government is comfortable. But when a company is moving from more restrictions to less restrictions, some suspicious will arise. Therefore, central government has to involve. Earlier, it was the tribunal, but because of some serious cases, having observed the serious cases like Tata company, Tata Sons Limited. Earlier, it was a public company. Now, it is converted into a private company, Tata Sons Private Limited. Many people has raised objections about that conversion. Okay, because Tata Group company has many listed companies. Why they are going to a private company? They have their own genuine reasons. They have their own genuine reasons. Having regard to that kind of landmark cases, now the central government thought, okay, it may not be appropriate to give it to the hands of the tribunal. Let us handle directly by the central government. Let us handle directly by the central government. So therefore, Tata Group company, Tata Sons Limited to Tata Sons Private Limited. Tata Sons Limited to Tata Sons Private Limited. They have converted from public to private company. So central government approval is required. Okay, right. This is all about the conversion of private to public. Okay.